this. Let's bring these ladies out.
Well, this is a big matchup here for the XWE Women's Division. I mean, obviously, we've got...
Hailing from Kansas City, Missouri, she is Shooter Shai Lin.
Shooter Shai Lin, a contender for the XWE Women's Championship, I should say. I definitely think she's my favorite for the next Women's Champion. What do you think?
Oh, she definitely has a strong contendership for the XWE Women's Championship down the road. She has put in her work, she has put in her time, and she has put up a fight to earn her spot here in the XWE.
Now, she's not been on a great streak, unable to best Stormy Renee over the last year, but tonight could right that. Starting 2023 by beating former XWE Women's Champion Morgan LeVay, who's going to be coming out here in just a minute. If she can manage that task, if she can make that accomplishment happen, that gives her a really good claim to that #1 contendership.
You're absolutely right. If Morgan LeVay is unable to defeat Shai Lin tonight, does she have a rightful claim as #1 contender?
The Queen of Pros, Morgan LeVay.
And here she comes, the Queen of the Damned herself, Morgan LeVay, here to send a message to Shai Lin, the shooter.
Now, the big thing with the whole women's division in XWE right now is the women's division has been under unusual circumstances, is the best way to put it. I mean, and we'll see what's going on. Hopefully the situation can get addressed later. Obviously, XWE Women's Champion is Stormy Renee. Everyone knows that. Stormy has been champ for a long time. You know, she's had her battles, but she's been consistently our champion. But right now, the belt is not in the hands of Stormy Renee. Right now, the belt is in the hands of none other than Dick Richards from the Empire. He has stolen the belt from Stormy Renee and is holding it hostage, claiming that Dick Richards, is the women's champion.
And even and for some people, even the thought of that insinuation is sickening.
I mean, I just can't believe that we are dealing with... And the bell has been rung here on this women's title, or not women's title match, a women's match here for Road to Glory 2023. Sorry, I misspoke there, ladies and gentlemen. This is not a title match. This is just a regular matchup for our women's division, but obviously strong title implications going forward on claims to #1 contendership.
You're absolutely right, Aaron. There can be no denying it. Whoever wins this contest tonight takes one big, tremendous step forward towards claiming that XWE Women's Championship from Stormy Renee. But the question is, will Stormy finally be ready to relinquish that title by that point?
I mean, you know, I don't think she's ever going to be ready to relinquish the title. No champion, no fighting champion especially, is ever ready to relinquish a title. But Stormy Renee would be happy to step in the ring with either one of these two. And now she's known both of them through the course of the years, having had wrestled both Morgan LeVay and Shai Lin multiple times here. Man, I could not think of the word right off the top of my head. Having wrestled both of them multiple times, Stormy Renee is ready for that competition. And I'm excited to see what the women's division in XWE looks like come 2023.
And with all the drama that has been following the XWE Women's Championship over the last year regarding Dick Richards' theft of the title belt, you have to ask yourself, how do Morgan LeVay and Shai Lin as individual competitors feel about this? And do they believe that they could defeat Dick Richards to reclaim that women's championship if it came to it?
You know, I think if I had to pick anyone other than Stormy to get that title back from Dick Richards, I'd have to go with Shai Lin. Shai Lin calls herself the shooter because she has a combat background. She is a former women's champion in mixed martial arts. She's been trained in BJJ, Muay Thai, and Roman Greco style wrestling, and obviously been a professional wrestler for multiple years now. So Shai Lin is the person that I would definitely say has that opportunity to really get the job done. Huge spine buster by Morgan LeVay there, dropping Shai Lin like a bad habit.
And Shai Lin rolls out from under the ring possibly removing herself from a moment of desperation against Morgan LeVay, who hit a stiff spine buster. Well, Shai Lin is going to have to shake this off and get herself back in that ring if she wants a shot at that WWX or at the XWE Women's Championship.
And see, that's one of the things that really separates you from a mixed martial arts matchup, or a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu style matchup, or even like Roman Greco, is in professional wrestling. There's no rounds, there's no periods, there's no timeouts. Once the bell has rung, until that bell rings again, declaring a winner or a loser, it's go time, baby. And Shylynn maybe doesn't, with her mixed martial arts combat record and background, maybe just isn't completely always in that mindset. She's used to the breaks. She's used to refocusing and regathering. And so going outside the ring and using that 10 count to her advantage is a huge opportunity for her to really refocus.
A method that seems out of sorts for the shooter, who is clearly aiming to shoot for the stars here tonight.
Shylynn with a big shot across the jaw of Morgan LeVay, and now in a pinfall attempt, but only getting the count of 1.
Morgan LeVay able to kick out at this early point in the match. Shylynn will have to do more damage. Just like that, with a stiff kick to the back of Morgan LeVay. How is Morgan LeVay going to answer up?
That was a gross kick. I mean, Pele would be proud of that. That was a soccer kick right across the lower back of Morgan LeVay.
Worth a FIFA championship, Aaron. Shylynn has the reverse chin lock on Morgan LeVay at this time. She's really wearing her down as Morgan LeVay is reaching for those ropes.
Yeah, absolutely. Reaching for the ropes there is Morgan LeVay. And, see, that's what I like about Shylynn, because instead of a lot of competitors who will just put one hand under the chin, Shylynn interlocked her fingers with a double fist under the chin, really cranking that torque up with her wrists. And it just shows the expertise of the mixed martial arts background of it, the submission expert background of Shylynn.
You're absolutely correct. It is a mixed martial arts technique used to intentionally debilitate your opponent. But should something go wrong, should she slip, the only damage that is going to be inflicted is going to be upon Morgan LeVay. So it's sort of a win-win situation for Shylynn here tonight.
Now look at that. Shylynn pulled her hair down on Morgan LeVay, right? And just ground her face against the canvas there. Then gave her a big shot right into that upper, back and in the mid of the spine. One wrong shot there can give you a stinger and really, dang it, paralyze you temporarily.
You're absolutely right. She gets hit with enough force. Shylynn has enough force to drive a hole through Morgan LeVay right now. And if she hits her in just the right spot, well, Morgan LeVay could be walking away with a broken shoulder blade.
And see, this is what I like about Shylynn. Shylynn, it takes a moment to refocus and goes right back on the attack. But no, Morgan LeVay with a shot of her own. Morgan LeVay saying, I will not quit. And a back elbow, running European uppercut there in the corner. Looks like she didn't get all of the back elbow, but now launching Shylynn with the Irish whip.
Morgan goes for another running splash, but Shylynn avoids it, and Morgan takes and smacks her face right into the corner.
And look at that, the high angle press against the throat of Morgan LeVay with that foot by Shylynn. It's just expert level ring awareness, knowing where you're at and knowing when to take advantage of the rules here in this matchup.
That is absolutely correct. Not only does it put Morgan LeVay at a disadvantage by keeping her locked in the corner, not only does it put her at a disadvantage that she's having the life choked out of her, but there's also the possibility of severe internal damage to the throat, which could make it much more difficult for Morgan LeVay to keep up the fight here tonight.
Absolutely. And look at that. Look at the caravat she had against her head, now rubbing her face against the ropes there a moment ago. And now she's got her in the corner right where she wants her. Precision striking across the abdomen by Shylynn.
Morgan LeVay has been taking some serious shots here tonight from Shylynn, but she's continuing to hold up and keep in this fight. But how much longer can Morgan LeVay keep going, Aaron?
I think that's the big question here tonight is what is Morgan LeVay's breaking point? I mean, Shylynn going right back to that jaw. She's been working on it a little bit throughout this matchup. She's putting that pressure on the under throat and jaw area of Morgan LeVay. Could we see Morgan LeVay tap out here? I don't know.
There is a very likely possibility. Like you said, Aaron, Shylynn has a history of MMA and shoot fighting. She knows all the techniques necessary to render a person unconscious.
And the crowd firmly behind Morgan LeVay here tonight.
Morgan with a forearm shot and another to Shai Lin, but Shai Lin comes back with a knee to the gut and lifts her up into the fisherman.
Fireman's carry there.
Thank you.
Dropped her right there. Overhead fireman's carry slam.
Irrepressible power on display from Shai Lin tonight, who's looking to deliver the killing blow to Morgan LeVay.
Looks like Morgan was trying to trip her, but Shai Lin saw it, scouted it, and then was able to get up. Morgan now, oh, I'm not sure what she was going for there, but I don't think she got all of it there.
It looks like she grabbed her under the chin and jumped, and right when she hit the ground, she twisted Morgan LeVay's neck back towards the canvas. That has to cause some serious discomfort for Morgan LeVay here tonight.
Now maybe Shai Lin was watching the match prior because she saw how effective that neck breaker earlier in the night was by Frankenstein, that she decided maybe we should use that in our own repertoire tonight. I'm not sure, but Shai Lin, don't think she got quite all of it there. So now going back to it, oh, Morgan LeVay with a shot across the chin, and now ducking the line. Oh, I'm not sure. It looks like Morgan LeVay headbutted her right in the sternum.
Looks like Morgan LeVay came up with a steady clothesline, stopped, and delivered every bit of force that she had to the face of Shai Lin, taking her down. A close 2 count from our referee tonight, Brent Wall.
Brent the Wall, obviously contractually obligated for all women's matches in XWE.
I can't think of a better referee we would have to manage this contest, Aaron.
Morgan LeVay going. She's got the, nope. Looks like she was trying for a vertical suplex, but wasn't able to get it. And now Shai Lin putting her foot in the back of Morgan and bringing her down to the ground.
Shai Lin has her in what appears to be a crossface chokehold.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by submission, Shooter Shai Lin.
And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Shooter Shai Lin is able to twist Morgan LeVay just enough to take this contest home.
Yeah, it looks like when she got the arm down, she got trapped in that triangle armbar and was able to get her wrist over on the other side and really crank that neck back. And that's excruciating pain on that. So definitely understand where Shai Lin was able to pull that victory out. And unfortunately for Morgan LeVay, it's another loss in the books tonight.
It certainly seemed like a moment of Morgan LeVay better off taking the loss than fighting for the win and possibly getting injured.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Morgan LeVay, your road to glory ends tonight.
Unfortunately for Morgan LeVay, but we have a tremendous night of action ahead of us, Aaron Helms. Coming up next, we have a triple threat match between 3 promising contestants here in the XWE.
Absolutely. So we've got big matchups here in XWE later on tonight. Make sure to check out as we have XWE Heavyweight Champion Kuda going against Franco
I got
Varga.
some good news for all you Chiefs fans out there. For the 5th year straight, the Kansas City Chiefs are heading to the championship game. They have won, I believe he said 27-17.